Story is Comet's 9 Lives by Jan Brett. Comet was born 30 miles out to sea on Nantucket Island. He grew up wandering all over the island, staying a few days here and a few days there. One summer day, Comet stopped in the garden to nibble some tasty-looking foxgloves. First, they made him feel woozy, but then he fell into a deep sleep. And when Comet woke up, he felt fine, but different. Oops! He realized he'd lost the first of his 9 lives that every cat has when they are born. Maybe I should find myself a home. And he trotted to the bookstore and settled down on top of a stack of bestsellers. Life was good until one day it rained all morning and the islanders hurried inside for something to read. In the rush, Comet's tower of bestsellers toppled over and he was buried under a pile of books. Oh no! He had turned to the page of life. Number 2. I think I need some fresh, salty air, he said. And down the docks he went and arrived just as one of the little scallopers, the Gene T, was casting off. Once underway, an easterly wind blew up, and Comet knew he had made a mistake. Up and up the Gene T rose. Down, down, down she fell on the following sea. Comet hung on until a huge wave foamed across the stern, and he found himself afloat at the high seas. It's not good, Comet. The tide carried Comet back to the harbor, but as he flicked the salt from his whiskers, life number 3 went out with the tide. Comet was still recovering on the beach when he heard music. It was the annual 4th of July concert. He climbed up on a tree to get a better look. The music reached its loudest chord, and Comet got so excited that he lost his grip and plunged down into the tuba. 3 waltzes and a salsa march later, and Comet staggered away, and life number 4 had sounded its last chord. Comet spent the night trying to figure out what to do next. Oh, he wished there was another cat around to ask if its lives were going by as quickly as his. The next day, everyone was going up to an open window and coming down with ice cream. Comet was hungry, so he trotted up with the crowd. The staff of the ice cream shop gave Comet his own bowl of leftover milkshake. He felt so welcomed that he decided to stay. But all too soon, an island health officer burst into the shop and spotted Comet. "Furball," he said. "Feline residue, maximum infraction." Not good, Comet. Startled, Comet jumped up and fell headfirst into the strawberry shake. The staff pulled him out, and he watched life number 5 fly off, licking its paws. Oh no! Maybe I'm trying too hard, and it's just time for some fun. So he climbed into the bike basket just as a crowd of summer visitors were coming off of the ferry. And it was Waffle's very first time on the island. She was so happy to have Comet's company, and off they went, bumpity-bump, bump, all around the island. And just as they reached the bottom of the last hill of the village, Waffles screeched to a halt to avoid a taxi. Comet went flying along with life number 6. "I think I'll just walk the rest of the way," Comet said. Comet was limping by the island theater when a poster advertising the last performance of summer caught his eye. A beautiful actress with a sweet smile looked out at him. Maybe she would like to take a cat home with her. Comet pranced happily onto the stage and purred loudly. The actress sneezed. "There's a cat in here," she shrieked. "I'm allergic to cats." And she spotted Comet and hurled her sequined high-heeled right at him. Comet flew through the air and into the last row, and the curtain had come down on life number 7. Fall breezes were blowing up as the summer visitors headed for the ferry. Comet wandered alone along the beach. He could see the red beacon of the Brant Point lighthouse in the distance. Waves crashed and pounded on the sand. The wind picked up, and deck chairs and lobster pots flew by Comet. It was Hurricane Elmador, heading straight for Nantucket Island. All Comet could do now was see the blinking house lights. He ran towards it, and when a huge wave broke on top of him, the rushing surf carried Comet into the open doorway, and life number 8 was washed out to sea. Dazed, he opened his eyes and saw a green light across the room. "Meow," someone purred. "Meow," he answered, looking up. He was staring into the green eyes of the lighthouse cat, and at that moment, he knew he was home. And as the fall days turned into winter, Comet knew exactly where he wanted to live for the rest of his life. The end.